Today we're talking with Judy Robertson. She's the Community Outreach Coordinator for the Canadian Red Cross. And Judy's going to start us off on talking on a series on bullying. And today we're going to talk about what is bullying. Thank you so much for sharing with us.
Yeah. Thank you for having me, Della.
Let's start right off with that very basic question. What is bullying?
Before I can tell you what bullying is, I have to define power. And I use the example in the movie Spider-Man when Peter Parker was getting some advice from his uncle, and the uncle told him that with great responsibility comes great power. And so everyone has power. We have the power to help people, or we have the power to hurt people. And so, like Spider-Man, we can use our power in a negative way, and that is bullying. So bullying then is intentional, it's cruel, it's hurtful, it usually is repeated over time, and really meant to hurt someone.
The participants involved in a bullying situation play several roles. What are those roles?
Bullying really is a relationship issue, Della. And so we want to make sure when we're talking about bullying that we're using the right language. And bullying is about a person's behavior, not about the person themselves.
Yes.
So we don't want to use the words bully or victim because that describes the person. So we'd rather use the person being bullied.
Yes.
We want to use the person being targeted and the witness or bystander. We want to use that language. So we're not describing the person or labeling the person. We're just talking about their behavior. And that's what bullying is. It's a imbalance of power.
That's a wonderful way to define it right off the top, isn't it? Bullying can take many forms. Could you tell us about the different forms?
Physical bullying, that's what my dad would describe bullying. So, lots of the old timers, when they talk about bullying, they think about physical.
Right.
So, hitting, punching, biting, destroying somebody's property. There's also verbal bullying. So, name calling or teasing. It could also be, sexual harassment or racial comments. And then there's social bullying. And so I think when we talk a lot about students and even in a workplace, there's a lot of social bullying.
Yes.
And, that could be excluding somebody. And girls are very popular for this type of bullying. And it's just, spreading rumors about people or gossiping or, setting up other people to look foolish. And then the fourth kind of bullying is cyberbullying. And so that's using electronic media to bully somebody or to, have power over somebody. We like to use the words power and power imbalance.
Yeah.
And so, there's various forms of electronic media, whether it's text messaging, sending a text to somebody, using a cell phone or videotaping someone, also stealing somebody's password and pretending to be that person and sending out messages, or even in the workplace it could be sending a link to a website that is very hurtful and disrespectful.
How do we know if a situation is really bullying or if it is, as you said earlier, teasing?
Well, many children and even adults, they tease each other. They have arguments, they fall in and out of relationships with each other. That's all normal behavior. And, in positive teasing, because it can be positive, it could be reinforcing and just showing affection, but when the intent is meant to be harmful, or if there's an imbalance of power, or if it becomes threatening, then that becomes a bullying situation.
Now, what about harassment? Is there a difference between bullying and harassment, or are they the same?
Della, they're same, but they're different. So they're the same in that bullying and harassment is being cruel and mean, but harassment is different in that it is a form of discrimination. And we all know what discrimination is. It's being cruel based on a person's differences or appearance, could be on age, or whether that person is a female or a male. And the one important thing about that is if a person is being harassed, or there's harassing behavior, that is actually an offense under the criminal code or the human rights code. And so somebody can actually be charged for that. And the important thing about harassment is the impact. And so everyone has the responsibility to be respectful, and we have the responsibility for our own actions. And so even if we're doing something that we're not intending to be hurtful, if my husband comes home and tells a joke that I don't like, it's really his responsibility to not do something that I'll be offended for. So it's really about the impact more than an intent. And whenever we do something, we have the responsibility to think about that impact, even though we did not intend to be hurtful.
Exactly. The Red Cross is involved in bullying awareness, and can you tell us a bit about what you're involved in?
Well, we have a Respect Ed program, and what we try and do is create awareness about the issues of bullying, or on the plus side, about respectful behavior.
Exactly.
And we work with schools, all kinds of organizations, whether they're sporting organizations. We work with workplaces. Even in some cases, some individuals that are having some struggles. And we've been working lots in the school system across Saskatchewan, and we have facilitator training. So it's kind of like train the trainer. We're teaching both staff and teachers in the school system how to recognize bullying, and how to what kind of programs that they have to put in place, some tools that they can give students that are involved in bullying. And we also educate and train students, because we feel that it's the students that are going to make a difference in their schools, and they're the ones that are going to be leading the action against bullying. In the workplace, we work with the business in how to create a safe environment in the workplace, and help people recognize that there may be bullying happening there.
Wow, wonderful stuff. Thank you so much, Judy, for sharing with us on bullying, and thank you for your continued work in our community.
Well, thank you very much, Della.